And so just so you understand the learning process, it's not me say you do. Learning process is you guys developing your learning by doing. And part of that learning process is you guys talking about it to each other. Alright? So doing, thinking how that feels, seeing how it turns out, listening, and then discussing live about for this song. Number one, balancing in the room as musos. Listening as musos, the band needs to think about that. We talked about last week, the balancing in the room. In here, Luke and whoever else need to think about the replication of that sound via technology from there to in here, that transference of what you guys are achieving in there. Performance practices, meaning musical listening for the artist, listening to yourself, listening to who you're playing with and listening to that collective sound. And then what we'll do once you've done the performance, we'll bring you in and we'll do a different form of listening, which is critical listening. So when you're performing, you'll be engaging with creative listening and musical listening. But when we come in here and we listen to it back, you'll be able to analyse it and critically listen to your performance. Setup in progress. Live recording of Rolling Stones' Miss You. Before we start, let's just make sure that you're across what you need to accomplish in this one run through. The key to live performance is being fresh. So we don't want to play it 4 times so Luke learns what structure you're playing. Communicate early, talk about what you're doing, communicate with the singer, run through it once. While you're doing it,
I'll come in actually with the harp solo after the lead guitar. I think it's better to...
first communication, let's get Joel, make sure that he can hear you. That's it, you can start talking. Get communication established, and then you can start checking your lines. Go to snare, unmute the snare, so you're in mass mute mode when you pull your sound. Yeah. Go back to tools, you pan it if it's needed, it's not needed, if it's the snare drum. Do your hi-hat, unmute that, go back to analog desk, push that. So the whole idea is pull your sounds and balance at the same time. It's not about, today it's not about the end product being great, it's about learning what we can do better. We can start getting into that performance state if you weren't there already. And we're going to talk about that. Okay, cool. So let's just talk about how that was in there. Let's talk about
kind of had everything kind of the room sounding a bit better, like the rehearsal, like the vibe just locked in, and me and Marius kind of.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do feel like the few times we played before we recorded, we had a bit better energy going. Yeah. But
why do you think that is? Is there a reason?
probably because I don't know, we're ready to record. Before we were just like, alright, let's just play in the middle, and we're just not thinking about it.
Yeah, we're trying to be really clean.
So one of our jobs is to kind of make you feel like you're never in a recording. It's just, let's play it. The environment should be, it's not about recording, it's about playing. Forget about recording, play. Do that. Let's just quickly have a listen. We'll process what we're going to do.
What's the matter with you, boy? Sometimes I just want to say to myself, sometimes I say, sometimes I say. I love you, baby.
Now we've got to get a feel if they want to do another one straight away or come and listen. Which one? First or second? Second. Let's listen to the second one. Phoenix, can we make room so the boy with the band can sit in the middle? This way. We're going to do, and then we're going to talk. And when we talk, I want you to think about it this way. Those of you who have played, you're the performers, you're the artists. Those of you who didn't, the facilitators. And so what I want to do now, give me something that meant something to you, something that you thought was awesome about what you just heard, something that worked, something that was a positive about what was done.
Oh, I really love the guitar work. I reckon that sounds fucking wicked, dude.
Cool.
I love that shit, and I love your performance as well. The energy's awesome. Thanks.
Rhythm section was really tight. Yeah, I was thinking the drums were pretty nails.
Wasn't that, especially in the recording studio, which is a different environment to singing at a pub, you know what I mean? And it was interesting because I always look through the glass and he's jumping around and he's carrying just like he's at a gig. It's important for you guys, now that you've heard that, the artists, to say, hey, what do you guys think about this? As artists, are there elements that you guys have heard and say, hey, I'd like some opinion on this element of what we just did?
I do feel myself that I didn't mix up the bass little things that it to play enough. Like I felt like I kept doing the same sort of things because I was.
I don't know if it's you or me, but as a guitarist going to play bass, I always feel like I should be doing more when really I'm just holding that line tightly enough, you know. But it was, I think there's some nice variation in there.
It's probably that feeling when you've got a few things sort of planned out and you know you can hit them but you don't.
Yeah,
And
no,
you feel like you haven't spent all your money. It's like,
yeah, because I was rehearsing. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna
got some money left.
Spend some money, man.
But you don't get your money's worth out there.
So I think it's important that we stay on topic too. Like the bass part, was there too much? Was it okay? Was there anything about it? He's asked for some critical analysis of what he did. Give it to him. He's open to it.
I like what you did, man.
I think with everyone, like I heard you play, like it's all like jumpy and that, and like it's really good. Like I don't know, it didn't stick out to me bad at all. Like it was, I was like this the whole time. I was vibing it the whole time. So.
I felt the same way with gigs. Like I was sort of playing the same thing, and those little stabs when the guitars came.
I think it's important that we all go, you know what? If someone's got an opinion, I'd like to hear it. Are you guys open to that? You open to hearing everyone's opinions?
Yeah.
All right? Because it's just reflection on what we did. So
I'd like people to have an opinion on my like timekeeping, because this is probably the first live recording I've ever done on drums, and I can play them, but I'm obviously not a drummer in a band. So I think out of all of the takes, the last one was probably the most consistent. But I would like people's opinion
I
on that.
did not notice any beats out of place, but what I did notice, I think the last take was a little bit faster than the ones before it.
Oh,
When I was playing, I didn't really know when to be in either part, or if I should have just been doing stabs or that kind of stuff.
So how could we help Luke out with that? How
That was
could we
probably
learn?
just him not rehearsing with us thing. That's
There
all.
you go.
Like, that's not your fault.
There you go.
We didn't.
Tonight.
I would have liked to have Luke mic'd as well for the vocal.
Yeah, I
lost
agree.
it.
For the harmony, that was
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
I've got an opinion.
Oh, have you got an opinion, David?
And then I heard him singing the falsetto Who's. And I said to you, I said, who's singing the Who's? Who's doing the backing vocals? And he said, oh, Luke is. And I'm thinking, oh, it must be the room mic. I actually loved the fact that he wasn't mic'd up and it was just another voice over the top.
That's what I kind of wanted, just
Yeah.
in the back of that goal.
So, you know, what we've got to think about is recording process, technology, facilitating the image. So if you're going to close your eyes and picture yourselves when you're playing this, did the music and the sound replicate that image, that emotion, that feel? And there's some areas it did. That was one for me. We're talking about musicality, we're talking about sonics, and we're talking about emotional transference. And as producers, we need to be able to hear a lot of these.
I think maybe like the connection between all the musicians as a group could have been a bit better, maybe.
I think it's fair enough to admit that, you know. But if it was me and we're going to try and release this, I'd probably do one more.
Yeah, I wanted
You
to
do?
go.
Yeah.
I would do one.
So that's what I'm saying. Let's say that. Let's bring that.
So if you've got the opportunity to go for another take because you've heard some things in your critical listening that you missed, as a band, as a unit, or as an individual, you should just go, okay, cool, no worries, I'll go and fix that, and you just go and do it.
For the concept of that spontaneous energy which comes from in the earlier takes that gets lost in the later takes, like that is the thing. But yeah, I think you're right too. Like from a professional point of view, you should be able to, if not get better each time through, because you're nutting out little bits and pieces.
That's such a fine line that I think you're always pendulum between both sides of that equation, where it's just like, it sounds so raw, then you go, you know, knowing where that line is of if you are you actually making it better, like yes it's tighter, yes and all that, but is it have you getting the feel better, like all those elements. I think that's like such an important thing to learn.
And,
with the,
and instead of doing it 10 times, you go, yeah, we can do that, yeah, we can do that, yeah, we fuck better.
Yeah.
We go, righto, let's really, that's why that you come in and you critically listen and you go, this, go back in, create. And you man up on that. So I think nice band, it was a really good band. And a really solid singer for a very hard song. I think. And you too. And you too. To get that sorted so you can have 3 goes at it in an hour and a half, that's crazy. So now you got to pack up.
It was all pretty seamless too, that was a good thing too. It was
Yeah.
not like, oh, we fucking, oh, this